Guys, I miss the days when I was 13, 14, coming back from school, sad, depressed because I didn't do well in the exams or getting bullied by my classmates. And the only thing I was starving for is watching TV, or most precisely, watching anime. Anime was my gateway and my escape to another world where I don't need to deal with real people and everything that makes me sad. As an introvert myself, my journey into middle school and high school wasn't that good or special, but in fact it was horrible, and the only thing I could think of whenever I'm in class is when can I get back home and watch anime. I am sure most of you who are watching this video can relate to this in some ways or another. Like, I can't forget the day my friends gave me an illegal anime website. I recall I was mesmerized by the fact that anime isn't only available on TV, but on laptops and over all the internet now. Now I can log into these illegal websites and watch anime endless of hours. And as I can remember, those days were my happiest days ever. I remember stumbling upon the best shows like Dragon Ball Z, Full Metal Alchemist and Yu Yu Hakusho. I was like a madman, binging a series after series. I never got bored or exhausted. Anime was my life. Those nightmares I was having at school, I cured them by diving into these imaginary worlds and getting inspired by their fictional characters. Watching Son Goku training in his spaceship to get prepared to help his friends against the malicious Frieza team was so influential and full of hope. Or witnessing that scene of Edward Elric telling his brother that he's gonna bring his body back no matter what cost him was chilling. So many other great moments of my favorite shows impacted me as a person. My knowledge in anime started to get bigger and bigger. Each time I finished an anime, my urge of starting a new one was increasing tremendously. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I am the same person with the same excitement towards anime. 22. When I turned 22, things started to change. I had a feeling that I never had before. The level of enthusiasm I had all these past years towards anime started to decline in a very scary way. I started watching anime less and less. Instead of watching 3 anime in a month, I couldn't even get past 5 episodes of one show. I was surprised. I was questioning myself. Am I having problems getting invested in a story? Am I losing interest in anime? Or am I getting old and anime isn't my thing anymore? Look, if you are watching this video, you might guess, okay, this is normal. You are just having a burnt out of watching anime. Take a rest or stay away from it for some weeks and you will get back to it like you used to be. But no, I tried this many times, it didn't work. Even 2 months of not a single episode of any anime couldn't bring me back to it. It was like a curse. The only thing I was able to sit through it without losing interest is anime movies. I'm a movie buff in general, and I love watching and finishing a movie in one sitting. So it also worked with anime movies, but episodic anime? Nah, I couldn't finish even the short ones with 12 episodes. My journey into anime was only through movies. Turned 23, and in this age I lost hope for any chance of getting back watching anime like I used to. I kept watching just the few movies I stumbled into. As you can see in the video, I provided and used 2D animation to explain my relationship with anime, which by the way are mine. I am a solo-inspired animator and a manga artist, which lead us to something I discovered in myself. I am currently 23 years old, and as I said, I can barely watch one anime in a year. But as an animator, I still keep getting inspired by anime. You might talk to me and ask me about obscure and niche anime, and you will probably find me say, "Oh yes, I know that anime. It has a very good and unique art, but I didn't watch it. In another word, pursuing art and animation took all the time and effort to give some attention to anime in sake of enjoyment. I became a sucker for animation styles. Most of the time I spent it watching short clips of anime or sakuga scenes just to learn new ideas about 2D animation. And also, I started watching a lot of video essays covering anime and how a certain studio deals and manage to create this certain anime. Watching those Hayao Miyazaki documentary videos on how he and his teams magically create masterpieces we all know like Kiki Delivery Service, Princess Mononoke was so boosting and inspiring. I went from a teenager who loved the hell out of the anime to an artist striving to create something related to this medium. And this dedication and time spent on learning new drawing and animation techniques made it so hard to sit down and watch even a short 12 episode anime. Cause I tried it and I always see myself pausing every second to see how the artist and staff who worked on this show managed to pull off this scene. And doing this every episode made me tired and exhausted. That's why I switched mainly to Hollywood movies, which won't distract me from enjoying and not pausing to see how this scene were made, which aren't 2D animation. I mean, sometimes yes, I pause a movie if the scene is intricate and needs some observation. That's it guys, I just wanted to create this video to express my feelings towards why I stopped watching anime. So tell me in the comments, are you still patiently watching anime or you also have the same problems as mine? I will read all the comments and see you in another world.